Excuse me, please. I have a message for you.
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying. Ah, Skywatch. I know these streets like the back of my hand. Mostly because I called at least half of them home over the years.
Don't you mean the back of your paw?
Can I get you anything?
You here to play trick? Let's see those.
Fucking finally.
Amazing to stand at the heart of Tanzelwell, isn't it? You can hear the ancestors whisper.
May I help you?
How am I going to make back that coin? Hey there, friend. You looking to run a frog? Maybe you can help me out. If you can get a frog, I can let you in on a secret that will guarantee a win. I bet talk to Hadross or Sylvanir. They've both got runners. Otherwise, you could talk to one of the foreigners. Who knows what they have? I've got this, frog chow here. It'll get your critter out in the front for sure. Just have to be careful. Feed it too much and it'll get bugs and, some alchemical reagents. Don't worry, the little hopper will be fine. I may be a little desperate, but I wouldn't hurt a frog. I'm in a little bit of trouble, and Malian over there has banned me from running any more races. A job? Ha! Oh, that's a good one. A job? It's taken me some time to get my special chow right. I lost some races. I've got this, frog.
What do you want? Look at you, weakling. Even my frog could rip you apart. Bloodthirster desires victory. She slakes her lust on glory. She's like me, though. She only works for coin. Good luck, Bloodthirster. Don't embarrass me. You! I'll pick up my frog from the lane when you're done. Go.
Step up, step up. The dockside frog races are about to begin. And go!
Just scoping out the competition. These amphibian idiots are no match for my snooks.
Ew.
You? Snooks is above such base display. A compelling argument. Very well. Run him against these
Step up, step up. The dockside frog races are about to begin. And go!
Too busy tending Hopper to talk. Oh, Hopper? No. I'm the only one that can race Hopper. He's my little amphibian baby. Fine. Just take care of him. I'll pick him up.
Step up, step up. The dockside frog races are about to begin. And go!
You did it! Your little racer won the show. Oh, you did. And as promised, here's your share of the winnings. Finally, things are looking up for Furter.
Need passage between Auridon.
Yes, yes, my vision dream speaks true. You are the one I'm interested in.
And how would that work exactly? They'd skitter away. Don't believe everything you hear.
Doubt if you will. My sister does not lie. I might go there to see for myself.
You won't get away with that, criminal.
You're a bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for... How thoughtful! I could hardly turn down such a generous gift. especially with the trouble brewing in El. How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Irene promised one would be built for the Khajiit as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Khajiit embassy. This has led to no end of headaches. Good question. You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
Yes? Quickly now. No, you don't. I suppose. Ask a stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification.
You're not one for waiting in lines, are you?
What are you afraid of? Words?
How could anyone hope to eat this? It's worse than bile.
I suppose a wanderer like you wouldn't know what busy looks like. I will demonstrate. Feel free to observe. quietly and from a distance. Oh, forgive my manners. There's so much to do in preparing for Queen Irene's ratification ceremony. Tempers fray, as I'm sure you can understand. But if Prince Naaman sent you, it must be important. What can I do for you? Why would Prince Naaman care about that? If they are too lazy to build their own embassy, can't they afford an inn? Well, of course, I ordered it done. I hired some wood elves to excavate the stone and set aside supplies for Khajiit to use. It isn't my fault if the locals couldn't do their jobs. Check our storeroom. The Khajiit didn't even bother to pick up the supplies. In the meantime, I'm off to locate Prince Naaman. If he didn't send you here with his blessing, I'll see you. We'll see what Prince Naaman thinks of your impertinent questions.
That's far enough. The storeroom is off limits. She did? That's different then. Show me her. Then I can't let you inside. Her instructions were very specific. No one gets in without her written permission. I'm to remain at my post until relieved. Except in an emergency, of course. The Khajiits could riot. That would be bad. Very bad. Or a fire, of course. But the chances of that happening are slim. What? Did you hear that? I could have sworn it was my captain calling me away.
Where is the guard? And what are you doing here? I'd expected you would solve problems at the embassy, not cause them. Do you realize what's happening out here? Oh, never mind. Explain what you were doing in that storeroom. Why would she do that? Oh, never mind. Well, what did you find? Typical bureaucratic corruption. I expected better of the ambassador. No matter. Supplies can be replaced. What about the Khajiit embassy? Did she say why construction hasn't begun? What do you mean, collect stone? That should have happened months ago. They should be ready to build it. I'll talk to the ambassador myself. Put the fear of the Dominion into her. I'm surprised we didn't pass each other on the road. Get to those ruins and find that work crew. I want to know why they haven't done their jobs. I won't have Queen Irene's word.
You there. We need to talk. Saw you standing over the body of a dead wood elf. Nearly put an arrow in your throat. Good thing I recognize you. Azerith, Bindusk Ranger. We work directly for King Camoran Eredon. Saw you earlier in the throne room. The king had his suspicions about the missing work crew and asked me to look into it. Seems we both have a stake in this. I know enough. Khajiit owed an embassy. They're angry the High Elves are dragging their feet to build it. Seemed like politics until a dozen stonemasons vanished without a trace. Before the Dominion, King Camoran Eredon nearly lost a civil war. I came to see if the missing stonemasons were targeted by the Blacksap Rebellion. But Blacksap would have displayed the bodies, not left them as food. The king suspects Ambassador Tarinwe has been up to no good. Little things, some of her associations. But he can't accuse his allies of undermining the whole alliance, so he sent me to deal with it. Ambassador Tarinwe used criminals to smuggle supplies. Never directly, but enough for us to notice. I'm not saying she had these stonemasons killed, but I'd like to ask her myself. Problem is, there's nothing we can do while she's in the Altmer embassy. If she left the embassy, she knows someone's onto her. She'll go to ground, try to flee, have someone smuggle her out of Grotwood.
Cities can be just as fecal as people, but just as beautiful too.
They call this place the Middens because it's where all the refuse ends up. We clear them out now and again, but they always come back. Spoke with someone I trust. She's definitely here. We should get moving. We're not far. Capture her, bring her in for questioning. Find proof she's behind this so Prince Naaman doesn't explode with outrage. Never thought I'd hunt a high elf. Smugglers, skooma addicts, and more than a few criminals. They keep to themselves, but sometimes they band together to repel outsiders. Kind of like a filthier version of the Dominion. Our goal is to find Ambassador Tarinway before she buys passage out of Grotwood. Staying in the shadows, avoiding unnecessary conflict. That's what I'd do. But there's a lot of ground to search. I'll follow your lead.
I'm going to die down here. Hungry. Alone. I must smell awful. Spare some coin? Or some skooma?
Everyone spits on me and takes my things. Those are my things. Mine. You can't have them. I've been to Oblivion and back all to get these things. These things which are mine.
Finally, some meat. I don't even care where it came from anymore.
I'm looking for my rug. I sent it to my son some time ago, and then I came to be here. I can't leave, but my rug can come.
Together.
Thank Ifrit.
You want to die?
The itching, it just won't stop.
Your words are wise, Lakura. Now, come, sit by me and enjoy what we have to offer.
I'll never feel right again. This one studied fighting in a temple of the Two Moons dance. But this does not mean Panazir is able to use that to bring us back to our feet.
Prince Naaman sent someone to the embassy. We have to leave before we're discovered.
Fan out!
On your feet. You're coming with me.
Why? Where are you taking me?
To King Camoran Eridan, where you'll answer for crimes against the Dominion.
He'll have me killed and served for dinner.
Only if you're proven guilty. And if you are, none of us could stomach you. Now get moving! Good working with you. I'll take her from here. You should inform the king of the good news.
It's too late! For the Heritons!
Of course nobody down here recognizes me. It's been so long since they've been to Somerset, I expect they wouldn't. When Fine Aster finally comes to take me home, they'll see. They'll all see. And none of them will come with...
It is so hard to keep one's fur clean in these conditions, but this one... The smell down here. It is so rancid. Sanobani does not know how much longer she can...
I beg of you.
And up we go!
Proxy, fate has plucked you from the flotsam of chaos for this specific moment.
You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy? Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy. Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust. Splendid. I'll allow you the honor of informing Prince Naemon. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf ambassador was working against the very Dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit...
Did you know your entire future is mapped out in the stars? One must only know how to read them. Not such an enviable skill, though. A mystery that kills the mystery, if you catch my meaning.
I heard what you said to the king. Ambassador Tarinwe a traitor? my wife's killer, a loyal servant, and I, Queen Irenne's representative in Eldenroot, required to thank you for your efforts. Very well. I'll provide no reason to question my duty. We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinway until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants. Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Irenne at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this fool. The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Eldenroot. It will divine Queen Irenne's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But Ambassador Tarinway assisted in the preparations. I must assume she tried. Doing so would make Queen Irenne look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Meleras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell. The preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task. She asked how she could prove herself their rightful leader. The Sylvanar suggested the orrery nonsense, and the Main agreed.
Please don't mind Prince Naaman. Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure. Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naaman believes there was sabotage, we must look to... Why? We'll look to the past! According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an Ayleid source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three... I've researched this a bit. Really, you need to be in 3 places at once. Simple, right? But the Fallen Esti winter site is rumored to hold a relic of the Khajiiti thief god. For our purposes, Radchin's mantle will serve as the divine spark, if it's truly there, of course. The Heart of Enumeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing, but a member of the local Mages Guild named Laranalda theorizes it's in a local Ayleid ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars. Please don't... Enough to... Why? We'll look to the past! Conservator Darineth maintains the orrery and has studied the Ayleid monitoring rituals. Wonderful! Have any... Conservator Darineth maintains the orrery and has studied the Ayleid monitoring rituals. Unfortunately, she was called away to Southpoint for a personal matter. If you can locate her and convince her to...
I've heard tales of your valor at Esduin. Bravely done.
That felt good.
Let's ride.
This could be the key to filling in the gaps of the Valenwood variant of the Aliadun tongue. If only we had the missing pieces. Sorry, friend. I have no time to chat. One of my subordinates recently came across something very interesting. Something that could make our time in this dreadful land. You? Can you even read Never mind. You have the look of an adventurer, and maybe that is what I need now more than another scholar. It was a stone fragment etched with Ayleid runes, found by a fisherman who claimed it washed upon shore. It could be, were I able to get my hands on other fragments. Without them, this piece is useless. Still, the fact that the fisherman found it on the shore could be valuable information. Perhaps there are more ruins somewhere off the coast. Perhaps your interest is genuine. I will gladly accept your help. From the size and shape, I would say we need 4 more pieces. The fisherman claimed he was fishing off the western coast when this stone was found. The others might not be far. Everyone knows the Aelids left many secrets behind, and the more we understand about them, the more we learn about what remains. Their language is part of this, and as the Aelids migrated and split, variations of their language emerged. Correct. We already know there were cultural differences between the Aelids of Cyrodiil and those that settled in Valenwood. Their language varies too. You mean this land of buzzing gnats, ticks the size of ponies, and elves who look at anything with meat on its bones as a potential meal? Oh no, I just love it here. Still, the research is what matters. I could really make a difference. Everyone knows the...
Help! Oh, help me! Get me out of here! Soldiers. Soldiers everywhere. They turn our holy site into a slave camp. Dominion soldiers. They're led by General Indare, the Jade Butcher of Cormount. They forced us to dig for them, to uproot the soil. They're looking for... One of the soldiers called it Rachin's Mantle. My friend Braylor seemed really concerned. He asked me to go to Elden Root and warn the Mages Guild. I'll never... Braylor is near those glowing stones. Be careful!
Watch me go! Oh,
There's a thief
great.
here!
That's just it.
The Psijic Order could have hidden Falinesti.
Oh, good. I didn't want to walk. You were amazing!
You aren't with the pilgrims, are you? Then perhaps you can be of assistance. General Endare scours this place for Rajine's mantle, but I'm concerned about its misuse. Unless you're prepared to handle them correctly, relics such as these can corrode you. I would tell General Endare myself, but I don't trust her intentions. Not after she pressed these pilgrims into service. Then she's in luck. I served the 8 divines before joining the Mages Guild. I know what must be done to safely transport a relic such as Rajine's mantle. We'll just need to find it before General Endare does. The Falinesti faithful believe the Welkin stones hold the memories of the walking city. Earlier, I heard soldiers speaking of the same stones. If you can see me past the frost trolls, perhaps we can see what the stones have to do with... Rajine is a Khajiit trickster god, also worshipped by thieves and deceivers. The Khajiit swap tales of Rajine's greatest pranks. It is said his 7 shadows do his bidding through... Yes, each shadow reflects a different aspect of Rajine's personality and power. This could be a convenient metaphor, actual living shadows, or something else entirely. I have a theory, but until I can... Let's see what these stones reveal.
Who are you? What brings you into my home?
A simple thief of hearts, come to steal yours from this walking city.
Steal my heart, or steal your loins? For your arrow looks a quiver.
Such a lowly mouth can dine anywhere, a trait we both share. What service to our palates should we conjoin in feast?
I am a married woman, so you must starve, unless you care to feast upon yourself.
There must be more to see.
I cannot sleep, and my husband will not wake. What cruel jest is this?
Say the word, Lady Nerume. I will allow you to sleep in my bed.
Scoundrel! You think to steal me from my husband? From the city I call home?
I only stole your sleep, which I gifted to your husband. His inattention must make him harder to love.
What would you know of love, monster? You have none of it, and you will have none of me.
Your protests ring hollow, Lady Nerume. We shall see how much when I steal you away from husband and home.
What else can we learn?
Oh, good! I didn't want to walk.
So be it. This vault shall forever hold your frozen heart. I leave my mantle to conceal the shame you caused me. Farewell, Nerume.
Now we know why the fallen Esti faithful were forced to dig. We should speak of this. General Endari was certain she'd find Rogin's mantle beneath the Falinesti winter site. She made the Falinesti faithful dig for that frozen vault. It seems they have uncovered it. And it would certainly explain the frost trolls. Perhaps Kirtor can help. The Falinesti faithful aren't led by anyone, but after the soldiers arrived, he worked to keep tempers calm. He may know where to find the vault. Last I saw, he was in an encampment near the dig site. Mostly Falinesti faithful with a handful of soldiers. We should avoid the site itself. They're peaceful sorts. Most believe their faith will one day draw the walking city back from wherever it disappeared. You'd be better off asking them to explain their own delusion. I've noted it's not a religious experience for everybody. Some use the annual pilgrimage to hold a revel in Falinesti's honor.
And up we go!
You travel with Braylor. He has proven himself a friend to the Falinesti faithful. There are questions written upon your faces, as was General Andare. When our digging revealed existing tunnels, she pulled us back to our camp before taking her soldiers to the dig site below. Then the frost trolls emerged from the caves. They slaughtered most soldiers left behind. It seems you diverted a frost troll from one of her soldiers. Upon reaching safety, the knowledge you seek was passed to me. She was last seen in the northernmost cave. She pressed us into service in the search for Rachin's mantle. Initially, their treatment was harsh. But I spoke with her directly and proposed she take a lighter approach. In return, yes, she saw the wisdom in my words. A reasonable request earned a reasonable response.